Peace. Today is January 20th, 2025, Inauguration Day. I wasn't going to say nothing. I've been very quiet over the last few weeks, just watching, observing, because I'm really, like many of us, just kind of burnt out over the whole thing. I'm very thankful that the president-elect is moving into his position. But it just crossed my mind. I had fully made plans to be in person for all the hell, all the arguments, all the flack, all the side eyes, all the lost relationships that were nearly lost, moving in and through this election cycle. I damn sure had intended to be in person to celebrate this, monumental, historic, much needed event. But I was made to think better of it. I was reminded that these people don't play fair. While I highly doubt that I would be the one in a mass casualty situation with gunfire or explosive, the reality is these haters play with chemicals. So drone, overhead drone, chemicals, who knows, this might turn into a super spreader event. So I yielded to wisdom, subdued the ego, and stayed home, stayed safe with my family. But what's interesting is the fact that the fight that people like me, black Republican, well, I'm not even Republican, but black Trump supporters went through from the so-called Democrat, from the so-called bastion of democracy and liberty and diversity and equity and inclusion and all these old buzzwords y'all use. They're the number one hypocrites. Because when somebody had a thought or a choice outside of what you thought was supposed to be, all of a sudden we wasn't shit. Right? And I'm talking about people that had long-standing relationships. Know I'm a stand-up guy, been there for them, been there for me, we've been there for each other. All of a sudden I ain't shit. And the people that think like me, we ain't black no more and all that old foolishness. So I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But the bottom line is immediately, as soon as I decide to turn on the boob tube, which I turned it straight back off, I go from 2, 4, 20, 62. I don't have no cable, so I go from 2, 4, 7, 62. The little commentary I'm watching is you still attempting to conjure up some sort of negative to say about this man, some sort of negative to say about the fact that he bringing outsiders into government. You just won't fucking quit. You just won't fucking quit. Here it is, president-elect then got hostages released. They've been fighting for damn near 2 years. But you gonna still hand it to this old senile dirty dog. I ain't gonna go down the road, right? You won't give him the credit for the hostages. Y'all shut TikTok down. Dog, make a phone call. Man, put TikTok back up. Guess what? Y'all want to do business, y'all gonna bring the United States into it. Now we get ready to get free money, then put no money on the table. Because he's a businessman. I'm not gonna even get into all that. All I'm gonna tell you is say thank you that you got an opportunity. And I'm telling you, he ain't got to be perfect. He ain't gonna be perfect. Everything ain't gonna go the way everybody wanted to go. But you same people with all that energy and all that hatred, you're gonna have an opportunity to benefit if you're a capitalist. Now, the stone cold Democrat, that generational poverty mindset Democrat, it might not work for you. But those of you that are actually in business, those of you that like the trappings of getting good money, those of you that moved out the city to the suburb because you're getting good enough money where you can do that. You see, you don't like being around the hardcore, low-sided poverty that democratic policy create. You jump out as soon as you get you some paper and you get your degree, you pop out, you go to the suburbs where it's Republican policy. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole with you either, but you're gonna have opportunity to benefit from this economy, have a big opportunity to benefit from tax prohibitions, modifications in the tax code that those of us that's getting money can get and utilize. So I'm gonna tell you this, I'm so thankful that the Most High spared that man's life by a matter of millimeters. I'm so thankful that over 80 million people came out and voted for him. I'm so thankful that he won in a landslide. Like he said, it was too big to rig. The wind was too big to rig. That's what my dog said, and that's how it went. So I'm going to tell you this. Get your mind right. Stop hating. Take advantage of the opportunity, because on the other side of this 4-year run, 3.5-year run, me and mine gonna be out the rat race. So I don't got time to talk long because I'm still in the fucking rat race. But you mark my words. 3.5 years from now, I'm gonna be able to say peace out to y'all. So peace and love to all of us that stood tall, didn't take that whole ass shot, didn't get spooked because your people was mad at you, your family, your friends, because they couldn't understand it. Even though we watched what took place, appreciate y'all. It take people like us that's gonna change the banter, not be a fucking follower. Look at what the policy is. Look at what is not working and be man and woman enough to say that shit ain't working. I don't want transvestites teaching my babies. I don't want them talking about transgendering or changing their sex. I don't want hormone blockers being administered without parental permission. I don't like that. I don't want $130 billion going over to fucking Ukraine. 130 billion minimally over the fucking Ukraine. I don't like Israel just doing what the fuck they want to do to the Palestinian people. You see what I'm saying? We don't agree with that. I don't agree with grown men being in female and women's sports. Stories about a 6'4" man in the dressing room with all ladies with his dick out. Y'all think that's cool. That's okay to you. You the same ones want women's rights. You the same one think that women's rights mean the right to abort your child. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna do it. I'm working to be positive. I'm gonna do my best to pull together a coalition of people that on the other side of the election, we want to coalesce, we want to support each other. Let me stop talking. I got work to do. Peace and love. God bless Donald Trump. God bless the United States. Because again, it ain't perfect, but it is, to me, the best country on the planet. I'm a bona fide American. I'm not an African American. I'm born and raised right here. I do intend to move around as a global citizen, but I'm thankful that I was born in the United States, Detroit, Michigan, in the right hand of the Most High, not the left hand of Paul Bunyan. I'll holler back.